Contenders. I'm your host, Peg Young. Whereas many companies in Korea pay their employees via wire transfers, there are companies that still have the old-fashioned way of paying their employees via envelope with the message, "Thank you for your hard work," and the wages inside. It's wonderful to keep the value of labor still in mind, even though we have today's technological advances. Let's welcome today's contenders onto our stage. Welcome to the stage. We have the Soju team, Barry Briganti and Yegal Judah. So, why Soju?
Well, down in Busan, we drink a lot of C1 soju, and every Wednesday night we get together to study for your show, drinking C1 soju, and my dog's name is Kim Soju. So.
All right, well, soju is Korea's rice liquor. Welcome to our stage, and good luck to you today, Soju team.
Thank you.
Going against the Soju team, we have the Walrus team with us, Alex Waring and Matt Feynman. So why did you choose Walrus?
I have no idea.
Come on.
No, I'm from Liverpool in England, the home of the Beatles. So I wanted to choose Penny Lane, but it was too long, so that was the next thing I could think of. I am a walrus.
All right, well, welcome Walrus and Soju teams. Good luck to you today. Let's begin our games. We will begin today with multiple choice questions, and Soju, it is your choice first. Q, U, I, or Z?
I, please.
Going with questions at I, number 1. Of the following, which is different? 1, chair. 2, couch. 3, table. 4, stool.
3, table.
Question 2. Of the following, which is not a flightless bird? 1, ostrich. 2, pigeon. 3, penguin. 4, kiwi.
2, pigeon.
Yes, the pigeon flies. Moving to question 3. Of the following, which is not one of the 3 primary colors of light? 1, yellow. 2, red. 3, blue. 4, green.
4, green.
Actually, it would have been good had you used chance. It is the yellow that is not one of the 3 primary colors of light. Soju, you have just 20 points at the end of this section, but we have much of the quiz ahead. And now, Walrus, it is your turn to choose. Which would you like to have, Q, U, or Z?
We'll go with Q.
Going with question set Q, number 1. Of the following, who is not a member of the Beatles? 1, John Lennon. 2, Ringo Starr. 3, Ed Sullivan. 4, Paul McCartney.
3, Ed Sullivan.
That was tough. Question 2. Of the following, you usually use the term jet lag when you use which means of transportation? 1, airplane. 2, bus. 3, train. 4, ship.
1, airplane.
Going to question 3. Of the following, which is not a movie based on a real person? 1, Ray. 2, The Truman Show. 3, The Aviator. 4, Aaron Brockovich.
2, The Truman Show.
And with that, Walrus, you are in the lead. We move on to question 4. Of the following, which sport does not use the term Grand Slam? 1, tennis. 2, soccer. 3, golf. 4, baseball.
2, soccer.
Question number 5. Of the following, which couple is not the title of a Shakespearean play? 1, Romeo and Juliet. 2, Antony and Cleopatra. 3, Caesar and Cleopatra. 4, Troilus and Cressida.
3.
If you're not sure, you can use chance.
Chance.
Using chance, we will remove 2 of the incorrect choices.
Okay, 3, Caesar and Cleopatra.
Yes, it is not the title. That is a good use of chance, and we move on to question number 6. Of the following, which initial denotes the oldest? Brandy. 1, VO. 2, VSO. 3, VSOP. 4, XO.
3, VSOP.
It's actually the SXO, which means that it's been aged more than 45 years. VSOP is aged 15 to 30, VSO 15 to 25, and VO 15 years. Very old. Walrus, you end the section in the lead with 50 points on the board. Congratulations. And now we get to see how well you work together as a team. We'll give you the password category. You have 100 seconds to go through a list of 20 words. Soju, it is your turn first. And your category is fictional characters. Are you ready?
Yes.
Go.
Never wants to be a man, always wants to be
Peter
a boy.
Pan.
In a genie, A. Disney movie, A. Genie in a bottle.
Aladdin.
Pass. Winnie the Pooh, the human boy, C.
Christopher Robin.
007.
James Bond.
Dope.
Homer Simpson.
Pass. Likes to save money, E.
Ebenezer Scrooge.
C. Peanuts.
Charlie Brown.
D.
Austin Powers.
D.
Dr. Evil.
Gone with the Wind, S.
Scarlett O'Hara.
H. Not Tom Sawyer, but
Huckleberry Finn.
D. Loves animals. Eddie Murphy
Dr.
played him.
Doolittle.
B. British character in a movie recently.
Skip.
Skip. Pass. B. In AI. Who he was searching for in AI the whole time.
Brother. Pass.
Pass. O. Moore in Shakespeare.
Othello.
Pass. D. Bad guy in Star Wars.
D.
D. Breathes very heavily.
Darth Vader.
Pass. Z.
Zorro.
You guys did a pretty good job of catching up in this section. You didn't get to what we were looking for in AI. The little boy was searching for the blue fairy. And the woman character, the British woman who talks about dating, Bridget Jones. And Soju, you did a great job. You have 160 points to end. And now, Walrus team, it is your turn. Your pre-chosen category is pop music. Are you ready?
Okay.
Go.
Pass. Music channel.
MTV.
Pass. A song you played after the end of the concert. Begins with E. French
Encore.
word.
Encore.
You play this on MTV.
Video.
Two
Music
words. M.
Music video.
Pass. Type of music. Gangster.
Rap.
H. 2 words.
Hip hop.
Female singer. American or Canadian. S. 2 words.
Pass.
Pass. It's a record but not an album.
CD.
No, vinyl. S.
S.
45.
Pass.
Pass. Pass. You can win this for a music award. G.
Grammy.
Pass. Pass. Female singer. G. Pass. Irish band.
U2.
The name of the music chart. B.
Billboards.
Female singer. A. R&B. Soul.
Aaliyah.
Second name is what you use to open a door. Plural. Plural. Pass.
you had a tougher time than perhaps you were in for. Boa, who is a famous artist in Asia, she is a female from Korea. And you passed the last word the last you didn't get was Alicia Keys. Alicia Keys. Walrus, you had 120 points on the board. Soju, you now have the lead with 160. And now let us welcome David Pong to join us for our third section.
Young, how are you?
All right, how are you?
You know, I can't complain. Every time I come to the Contenders, it brightens up my day, and I'm not lying. Believe me, I'm not a crook. No. Anyways, though, it's great to be here. It's a real close game, and I'm here to introduce the next section to you guys. So if you guys are ready to rock and roll, and so am I. Okay? This next section is a round of non-multiple choice questions. The first team to buzz in will get the first chance to answer. But if that team gets that question wrong, that chance will be given to the other team. Now, if neither of you guys can figure it out, we're going to help you out with the help of a spelling hint that pops up on your screen. There's 15 questions in all, 30 points per question, 5 seconds to answer each one. You got it? All right.
All right, so let's have question 1.
All right, question number 1 is about music. February 14, 2005 marked this legendary band's first public reunion since their acrimonious breakup in the early 1980s. Almost all of their original songs were written and recorded in English. The musical, Mamma Mia, which is based on...
Soju.
ABBA.
Yes. And Walrus, I encourage you to buzz in quickly to go against your opponents. And we go to question 2.
Question number 2 is about sports. This remains the world's richest club in terms...
Manchester
Walrus.
United. Oh, sorry. Manchester United.
Yes. With that, Walrus, you're on your way to catching up. 150 versus Soju's 190. We go to question 3.
Yeah, they make a lot of money, 172 million pounds. Not bad, not too shabby. To kick a little ball around, too. Anyways, though, question number 3 is about brands. Apple returned to win the 2004 Reader's Choice Awards for the brand with the most global impact, a title held by Google since 2002. Ranked in 5th place, this was a surprise winner rounding out the top 5 2004 global brands. Based in Qatar and offering an alternative to BBC or CNN, it is a 24...
Soju.
Al Jazeera?
Yes. 24-hour news source. And does that surprise you?
No, I saw a documentary about it, so that's why I knew it's Qatar.
Came in handy. And we go to our next question.
Question number 4 is about titles. Plans to portray Dominica's Carib Indians as cannibals in the sequel to this film have been criticized by this group's chief. Shooting on the sequel is expected to begin in April with hundreds of Dominicans applying to be extras in the movie. The Caribs have long denied their ancestors of practicing cannibalism. Johnny Depp will star...
Soju.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes. And Walrus, I encourage you once again, we move on to our next question.
Our next question, number 5, is about economy. A Japanese court recently ruled that since the ownership of this gets terminated upon the death of the owner and is not transferable, it has to be taken as compensation for the work done by that person to the company. Given to its employees by companies, this is a contract to buy or sell shares of stock at a predetermined...
Walrus.
Stock option.
Yes. And we move on to question 6.
All right, question number 6 is about animals. Bird lovers in New York are in flutters over the matrimonial goings-on of what is arguably one of the city's most high-flying celebrity couples. Pale Male and Lola, 2 loved-up birds, have been observed mating on the exclusive 5th Avenue's rooftops. They are birds of prey, typically having broad wings, a short hooked bill, strong talons, and a long tail. What is this?
Walrus.
Falcon.
And Soju, 5 seconds for you. Soju.
An eagle?
And why don't we take a look at the hint? Soju.
Hawk.
Yes. Moving on to question 7.
How was that spelling hint? Not too bad, right? All right, question number 7 is about astronomy. The Cassini spacecraft's latest flyby of Titan produced the radar image of this, which is 440 kilometers wide. Such features are rare on the Saturnian satellite, and our knowledge on its surface, unlike many in the solar system, is being reshaped. This is a circular depression on a surface, usually...
Walrus.
Crater?
Yes. We would have also taken basin, impact crater, as well as answers. Walrus, you are catching up 210 versus Hoju's 280, and now we move on to question number 8.
Yes, a real close game. Question number 8 is about persons. In some ways, it is a taboo-breaking film in France which guards its politicians' private lives with vigor. The last months of the life of this person are portrayed in Le Promeneur du Champ de Mars. The title is a reference to his long walks through the park during his dying days. He was the president of France from May 1981, re-elected in 1988, serving until
Soju.
Jacques Chirac.
Walrus, it is your chance to answer. He'll finish the question.
serving until 1995. Who is this?
Walrus, 5 seconds. Walrus.
De Gaulle. Jacques de Gaulle.
Why don't we take a look at the hint? Soju.
Francois Mitterrand.
Yes. And we move on to question number 9.
Okay, question number 9 is about biology. My favorite subject. Here we go. A rough sketch showing the first impression of this molecule has been released on the web. The doodle done on a scrap of A4 paper provides the first hint of the famous double helix structure. In 1953, Francis Crick, together with
Soju.
DNA.
Yes, we would have taken the longer answer, deoxyribonucleic acid. Crick and Watson did their great job of identifying the DNA double helix. Walrus, as you might have noticed, the thing to do is to buzz in quickly and to go against the opponent. You've got to really go for it.
Right.
And we go to question number 10.
I second that. I think it was on the tip of your tongue. Matter of pressing that thing. The courage, I guess. I don't know. Competition. Here we go. Question number 10 is about companies. This company announced that it plans to build a second plant in India to meet the country's growing demand for cars. It expects its sales in India to grow 16% to 250,000 in 2005. This manufacturer of automobiles operates the world's largest integrated automobile manufacturing facility in Ulsan.
Soju.
Hyundai. Hyundai Motors.
Yes, Hyundai Motor Company, or HMC, in Ulsan on South Korea's southeast coast. And you just told us that you were newly married in Korea.
Yes.
Do you own a Hyundai?
No, I have an Espero.
Well, Hyundai's grown to be a surprisingly big motor company globally.
Actually, my car in America is a Hyundai.
Really?
Yeah, so that's kind of weird.
Yes, it's nice to hear. And now we move on to question 11.
By the way, not to pump up the brand too much, but from what I hear, the Sonata has come up so much in the States where there's a waiting list,
Yes,
actually, a
it's
back
true.
order for the Hyundai Sonata. So kudos to the company. Okay. As you said, moving on.
Yes.
Question number 11 is about cities. Portugal paid its respects to Sister Lucia, the last of 3 children who claimed to have seen the Virgin Mary. The Roman Catholic nun was just 10 years old when she and her 2 younger cousins are said to have seen the Virgin Mary above an olive tree near this town. The shrine in the central town is a major pilgrimage site. What is this spiritual occurrence called?
If you're not familiar, it's hard to come up with the answer. Why don't we take a look at the hint? I'm sure you've heard of it.
Fatima.
Soju. Yes. And we go to question 12.
All right, question number 12 is about elements. Intel recently announced that its researchers have found a way to put the laser-based
Walrus.
Silicon?
Yes. So the chip is first to produce continuous laser light, and it should make it easier to interconnect data. And how excited are you about that development?
Doesn't matter to me much.
Really? So you're not very dependent on electronics in your daily life?
No, not really.
So in my introduction, when I said that I feel better when I get an envelope with my wages in it with a thank you, do you agree or would you not care?
Yeah, I'd rather get my money in an envelope than wire transfer.
Not for you?
I need my computer every day, my PDA, my cell phone. I'm
The
lost.
wire transfer, yeah.
I'm lost.
And we go to question 12.
Just to comment on that, I recently traveled to the United States, and while I was there, I didn't have a cell phone. So like I had to meet a lot of people, and I had to do it the old-fashioned way, like make an appointment and then like walk there or taxi there and then get on a payphone.
A lot of payphones.
And to be honest with you, it was nice, but it was inconvenience, but there was something very nice about it, you know, just to do it the old-fashioned way. So there's something to that. I don't know what it is. I guess in Korean they say chung, some kind of like that. I don't know if you can say it's chung, but anyway, it's some kind of that.
An affection for the old days?
That's it, the affection for the old days. Thank you very much.
But I think it's more romantic to actually have the option of having a cell phone and then, you know, for a kick, using the public phone once in a while, you know.
I'm glad to be back in Korea with my cell phone, okay?
Yeah.
With the cell phone, you don't have to answer it if you don't want to. Remember that.
That's true.
We go to question 13.
No problem. Question number 13 is about entertainment. In France, owners of this are cooperating with their rivals while seeking for foreign investors in order to overcome their bottleneck in management. The term is a French word for the tap rooms or cafes where this form of entertainment was born.
Soju.
Bistro?
Walrus, it is your chance to answer, and he'll finish the question.
One of these, Moulin Rouge, is famous for the large red imitation windmill. What is this?
Walrus, 5 seconds. And now, let's look at the hint. Soju.
Cabaret.
Yes, it is the cabaret. Have you ever been to the Moulin Rouge?
Yes, I have.
Did you enjoy it?
Kind of, yeah. It was a long time ago. I was a very young teenager, so. They
Thrilling, though, wasn't it?
Snuck me in back in 1985.
You're giving away your age.
I'm an old man.
All right. Well, you do know that 7 in a row will get you to Europe, perhaps to see the Moulin Rouge again. And now let's move on to our next question.
All right, our next question, number 14, is about religion. The Vatican launched a new course for this.
Walrus.
Exorcism.
Yes. Practice of evicting demons. Our last question, actually, of this section.
Yes, our last question, number 15, is about laws. The U.S. Congress recently passed a legislation aimed at curbing these lawsuits against big companies. Famous examples?
Soju.
Class action?
Yes. Leox, Walmart, and energy giant Renwan were one of the big examples, or some of these big examples. And Walrus, it was great to have you on our show. However, it is Soju. You get to go to the final stage. Congratulations. So Walrus, what do you want to say to all the people who are watching?
Just sorry we didn't give them a better game.
I'd like to thank my supervisors up in Wonderland for giving me the time off to come down here. And I'd like to say hi to all my friends and my students that are watching.
All right, well, it was great having you on our show.
Thanks.
Thank you for joining us. And Soju team, you will be going against our previous winners, the hot dog team, and you've been watching them on TV. They're
Yes, we
pretty
have.
tough. How do you feel?
A little nervous. They're really, really good, but sometimes soju outweighs hotak, so
You mean the potency?
potency. So we don't know,
Alright.
but we are nervous. They are a great team.
So we'll see how it works out between Soju and hot dog teams right after this. Welcome, Soju team, to our final stage. Let's welcome back the hot dog team. have you back, Patrick Kloneman and Andrew Matson. Now, this is your attempt at win number 6 in a row.
That's correct.
And I see you have haircuts. Look nice.
Yes, we do. Thanks for noticing. Wanted to look good for you.
All right, well,
And for my mom back home. For
we
you too,
appreciate
Dave.
it. So how do you feel about today's game?
Should be a good game. They look pretty strong, so yeah.
They're wearing all black. It's a little intimidating.
And Soju, how do you feel about that?
Well, we like to be intimidating. We hope it's a close game. They're a really, really good team. We want to wish them luck. It's an honor to go up against you guys.
All right, well, we're having great gamesmanship on our stage as we speak, and let's begin with our final section. We'll be giving you 5 categories of questions, 5 questions each. You don't have to choose them in order, but in order to choose, you have to get a question right. What are today's categories?
All right, today's categories are mirrors, gross out, triangles, our future, and let's go world.
And we will begin with mirrors, 10 points. In Mirror, Mirror by Gregory Maguire, a 7-year-old girl named Bianca de Nevada is left in the care of the beautiful and madly vain Lucretia Borgia. She plots a dire fate for Bianca in the woods below the farm. There, Bianca finds herself in the home of 7 dwarves, the creators of the magic mirror. In this novel, Bianca de... Hutta.
Snow White.
Yes. She's the symbol of Snow White. And Soju, as you notice, you've got to beat them by buzzing quickly. And Hutta, you choose.
Let's go mirrors for 20.
Mirrors, 20 points. This was invented by Sir David Brewster in 1816. Typically, there are 2 rectangular lengthways mirrors. Initially intended... Soju.
Telescope? Radio telescope?
Hutta, it is your chance to answer. I'll finish the question. Initially intended as a science tool, it was quickly copied as a toy. Inside the toy, any arbitrary pattern of objects shows up as a beautiful symmetric... Hutta.
A kaleidoscope?
Yes. Tube of mirrors containing colorful, pebbles. And Soju was a good attempt, but you didn't hear the most important part. Yeah, the toy. And Hutta, you get to choose.
I'll take triangles for 50.
Triangles for 50 points.
Please.
The triangle has been used in the Western classical orchestra since around the middle of the 18th century. Mozart, Haydn, and Beethoven all used it, though sparingly. The first piece to make the triangle really prominent was this person's Piano Concerto No. 1. Soju.
Tchaikovsky?
Hutta, your chance to answer. I'll finish the question. Where it is used as a solo instrument in the 2nd movement. This Hungarian-born pianist and composer is perhaps the greatest pianist of all time. Who is this? Hutta, 5 seconds. Hutta.
Rachmaninoff.
Let's think of all the pianists you know as being famous pianists, known for being pianists, known for actually creating pieces that were incredibly difficult that only he thought he could carry off. He was kind of famous for that. He's famous also for his Hungarian rhapsodies. 5 seconds. Hutta.
Liszt?
Yes. And you choose.
Triangles for 40.
Triangles, 40 points. The many island cultures within the Polynesian Triangle share a similar Proto-Malayo-Polynesian language, which was used in Southeast Asia 5,000 years ago. Anthropologists believe that all Polynesians are related to a single proto-culture established. The Polynesian Triangle is a region of the Pacific Ocean anchored by 3 island groups, Hawaii, New Zealand, and this island in the South Pacific Ocean belonging to Chile. Hutta.
Easter Island.
Yes, we would have also taken Rapa Nui as well. And Soju, I encourage you to buzz in quickly. And Hutta, you choose.
Let's continue with triangles for 30, please.
Triangles, 30 points. The Sierpinski triangle is named after the Polish mathematician. Start with any triangle in a plane. Shrink the triangle by half. Make 3 copies and position the 3 copies so that each triangle touches the 2 other triangles at a corner. Repeat it with each of the smaller triangles. It is a well-known example of this. 호떡.
Tessellation.
Soju, your chance to answer. I'll finish the question. This is a geometric object which can be divided into parts, each of which is similar to the original object. What is this? Soju, 5 seconds.
Pyramid.
This is the geometric object which can be divided into parts, each which is similar to the original object. And when we think of this, I think we use this to make understanding chaos theory easier. We became more familiar with chaos theory through the movie Jurassic Park, where the guy, shows how the big thing looks just like the little thing. 호떡.
Fractal.
Got it. Yes. We would have also taken the monster curve as well.
I was waiting for T-Rex.
And 호떡, you choose.
Let's stay with triangles for 20, please.
All right, triangles, 20 points. The first known proof of this can be found in Euclid's Elements. Although the facts of the theorem were known by Indian, Greek, Chinese, and Babylonian mathematicians well before he lived, the theorem, 호떡.
Pythagorean theorem.
Yes. Attributed to the 6th century BC Greek philosopher, relation in Euclidean geometry between the 3 sides of a right triangle.
And do you know that theorem?
Oh, sure. A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
Not bad. I had to look that one up. Just checking.
And 호떡, you choose.
Our future for 50, please.
All right, our future, 50 points.
This people's long count calendar ends abruptly on the 21st of December 2012. They have taken this as a sign that the world will end. According to the Popol Vuh, a sacred book of these people, they were living in the 4th world, and the 5th and final world will be created, which would signal the end of mankind. They are a people of southern Mexico and northern central...
Soju.
Aztec?
호떡, your chance to answer. He'll finish the question.
and northern Central America with some 3,000 years of rich history. Who is this?
호떡.
Maya.
Yes, it is the Mayan culture. And Hotok, which would you like to have next?
You choose.
Gross out for 50.
Gross out.
Please.
50 points.
This carnivorous plant does eat frogs. The plants native to North and South Carolina feed on insects and other small animals.
Hotok.
Venus flytrap.
Yes, it is the Venus flytrap. And the fast action, the closing action of the plant is accomplished by fluid driving a mechanical spring action. And of course, we still don't know the molecular process behind the movement.
Amazing.
Pretty neat.
Yes.
And Hotok, you choose.
Say,
Gross out for 40.
Gross out, 40 points.
These range in length from about 13 millimeters to about 9 meters. The adults attach themselves to the intestinal wall and absorb.
Hotok.
tapeworm.
Yes. We would have also taken cystota as well. The intestinal parasite of vertebrate animals. Quite frightening to imagine that something 9 meters long could be inside.
And a human?
Why not? We have 20
where's it
something
gonna go?
meters.
No. That's a lot of meters.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, our
13 millimeters
intestines,
is too long for me.
Yeah, but the thing is, our intestines are really long.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
Yeah.
so I mean, 9
Winding
meters.
back and forth.
Exactly.
A lovely thought.
It is, yeah.
Okay,
On that
and Hotok, you choose.
Mirrors for 50, please.
Mirrors, 50 points. The gaze of the mirrors encourage self-knowledge and humility. The theory of the masquerade is a carryover of the masked mirror, in which women, as much as men, hide their true identities. This person developed the deceptive qualities of the mirror along with its symbolic import. British author and feminist mark on the wall plays with the dual connotations of the mirror image in its psychological aspect. Who is this? British author and feminist. 호떡.
Virginia Woolf?
Yes. And sadly, in March of 1941, she filled her pockets with stones and drowned herself in the river Ouse. And Soju, I know.
Told you they were good.
Yeah. It was just a matter of the buzzer. And Hotak, you choose.
Let's go world for 50 points, please.
Let's go world, 50 points.
I like the way you said it.
Hi, Contenders. I'm Nathan Lancaster at the Korea National Tourism Organization. People have their own reasons for traveling. For some, business, and for others, pleasure. At tourist attractions, there are all kinds of people from all walks of life, traveling for many different reasons and with many interesting stories. Korea, too, has a lot of stories to offer visitors and residents. To find out more information about Korea, please visit our website at www.tourtokorea.com. This person is the father of modern mass tourism. On July 5th, 1841, he organized the first package tour in history by chartering a train to take a group of temperance campaigners from Leicester to a rally in Loughborough, some 20 miles away. He immediately saw the potential for business development in the sector and became the world's first tour operator. He founded the travel agency that bears his name. Who is this?
This man is the father of modern mass tourism, and you would recognize his name because there's a traveler's check. Hotak.
Fodor?
Soju, 5 seconds. There's a traveler's check named after him. Obviously not Visa, American Express, but when you're buying traveler's checks, they do offer. Would you like? Soju.
Thomas Cook.
Yes. And what would you like?
Go ahead. Our Future 40.
Our future, 40 points.
Futurology is the study of the medium to long-term future by extrapolating present trends or by attempting to predict future trends. Future Shock is a controversial book written by this person in 1970.
Soju.
Alvin Toffler.
Yes, The Third Wave and Power Shift are two of his famous books. And Soju, you choose.
Our Future 30, please.
And Our Future, 30 points.
Industrial pollutants are blamed for global warming. If this is fully implemented and successful,
Hotta.
Kyoto Protocol?
Yes. Negotiated in Kyoto in Japan in December of 1997. The longer answer would have been Kyoto Protocol to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, which was actually put in force February 16th, 2005. And Hotak, you choose.
Mirrors for 40, please.
Mirrors, 40 points. Early mirrors were usually a sheet of polished metal, often silver or copper. Most modern mirrors consist of a thin layer of this Soju.
Sand?
Hotak, your chance answer, I'll finish the question. Layer of this chemical element deposited on a sheet of glass. Telescope mirrors are also located within a thin layer of this. When this is evaporated in a vacuum, it forms a coating that reflects both visible light and radiant heat. This is remarkable for its resistance to oxidation, its strength, and its light weight. What is this? Hotak, 5 seconds. Hotak.
Aluminum.
Yes, symbol AL. And Hotak, you choose.
Let's go world for 40 points, please.
Let's go world, 40 points.
This hotel has redefined the upscale hotel experience, becoming the most successful new hotel brand in the industry. These hotels are situated in some of the most exhilarating neighborhoods in major cities across the world and are close to business districts, convention centers, shopping, dining, and nightlife. This hotel chain is owned by Starwood Hotels and opened its doors in Seoul in 2004 as the first one in Asia. What is this?
호떡.
The W Hotel.
Yes. And have you visited?
I've been to the W in Seattle, but only for coffee.
I've been to the one here. Went to the casino. It was nice.
Yeah, it is
Very,
pretty.
very posh.
And 호떡, you choose.
Gross out for 30, please.
Gross out 30 points.
As horrifying as it may be, a pair of rats can multiply so fast that they can have as many as 15,000 offspring in a single year. Ew. They often live with and near humans while sharing their food and spreading diseases. This is believed to have been spread by
호떡.
Bubonic plague.
We would have also taken Black Death or Black Plague as well. It's estimated to have killed about 25 million people, a third of Europe's population. Scary.
Bad time to be alive.
Yes, well, it's scary also to consider that 2 rats can have 15,000 offspring a year. And 호떡, you choose.
Mirrors for 30, please.
Mirrors, 30 points. The Hall of Mirrors is a large room in the Palace of Versailles. It is generally considered one of the major attractions of the palace. It was in this hall that the German Empire... 호떡.
The Hall of Mirrors.
Oh no. Children, it's your chance to answer. I'll finish the question. The German Empire was proclaimed on January 18, 1871, following the defeat of France in the Franco-Prussian War. It was also here that Germany signed the Treaty of Versailles on June 28, 1919, stating that Germany was responsible for this war. What is this? Soju.
World War I.
Yes. And Soju, you choose.
Let's go world for 10.
All right, let's go world for 10
More
points.
speed.
Mexico's tourism industry had a record year in 2004, with a 10% increase in visitors. About 7.6 million tourists chose cruise ships to visit the country, 15% more than in 2003. Mexico has done a lot to improve its infrastructure.
호떡.
Cancun.
Yes, this coastal city in Quintana Roo, Mexico's easternmost state, the most renowned tourist spot. And have you been?
No. It's pretty crazy down there here.
Well,
the other
yes.
side's not too shabby either. On the other side, there's Puerto Vallarta.
Acapulco.
Yeah, and those places, it's real nice. Yeah.
If we win 8 times, can we go to Mexico?
Well, actually, if you win... That's true, Soju.
That is true.
That is true. But if you win 6 times in a row and we give you tickets to continental U.S., you could drive down there.
Yeah, that's true. That's close.
And Hotak, you choose.
Let's go world. 30 points, please.
Let's go world. 30 points.
The principle of Korean architecture is called Baesan Imsu, meaning the ideal house is built with a mountain in the back and a river in the front. The house is equipped with a heating system called ondo, meaning
Soju.
The floor.
Hotak, your chance to answer. I'll finish the question.
heated rock for keeping warm during cold winters, and also a wide daechung, meaning front porch, for keeping the house cool during hot summers. This is a word used to describe houses constructed using the traditional Korean style of architecture. What is this?
Hotak, 5 seconds. We actually have a village devoted to this in Seoul. And this is the word that is used to describe houses constructed using the Korean traditional style. Then you would read it together, hotak.
Hanok.
Yes, it's a hanok. Okay.
She's too nice to you guys. Yeah, she's too nice.
All right.
I was going to say apartment building.
Ah. Well, and hotak you choose.
Let's go world for 20.
Closing the category, let's go world, 20 points.
In the 18th century, the Grand Tour became part of the upbringing of many educated and wealthy British noblemen or cultured gentlemen. They traveled all over Europe, but most notably to places of culture and aesthetic interest such as Rome, Tuscany, and the Alps. This person left a record of his Grand Tour in his book Italian Journey. As a writer, he was one of the paramount figures of German literature. Who is this?
German literature. Hotak.
Goethe?
Yeah, it is Goethe. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. And Hotok, what would you like to have next?
Our future for 20, please.
Our future, 20 points.
The world of this is a somewhat cynical version of the future. It portrays a less idealistic view with humans still dealing with many of the same basic problems of the 20th century. Set in New York City in the year 3000, it was introduced on the Fox network with a gag end credit of 30th Century Fox. This is an animated US cartoon.
Soju.
Futurama?
Yes, that's right. Who also created The Simpsons.
We'll go gross out for 20.
All right,
This game
gross
is a
out,
gross
20
out for
points.
20.
Fungus range from tiny single-celled organisms invisible to the naked eye to some of the largest living multicellular organisms.
Soju.
Mushroom?
Yes, it is a mushroom. Considered one of the largest known multicellular organisms on Earth. And this big mushroom, actually, that we were going to discuss with you is 30 acres of underground space.
Wow.
It is the Armillaria mushroom. Armillaria, 30 acres.
Where is that mushroom?
Well, it grows somewhere on Earth.
Must have been a big cow.
On
It
Earth.
must have been a big cow.
I love mushrooms.
Yeah.
Well, it came into good use today. And what would you like to have next?
Well, I think because we don't want to get shut out of all the categories, we're going to go triangles for 10. Put
All
our S
right.
up there in all the categories.
Okay, triangles for 10. The term was popularized by Vincent Gaddis in a 1964 Argosy feature. It achieved its fame largely through the efforts of Charles Berlitz in his 1974. What?
The Bermuda Triangle?
Yes. This is the triangle that is roughly defined by Puerto Rico, the southern tip of Florida, and Bermuda. And Hotok, 2, what would you like?
Future. Our future.
Okay, our future, 10 points.
10 points, thank you.
The same star evolution theories state that this is increasing its luminosity at a very slow rate. Based on observation of other stars, science...
Hotok.
The sun?
Yeah, the luminosity kind of gave it away. Apparently, some astronomers predict that in less than 1 billion years, the Earth will be too hot for life as we know it, thus ending all life here.
What are we going to do?
Well, we don't have to worry about it for now.
Sunglasses.
Yeah.
And we have just one question left on the board. We have gross out, 10 points.
Last question, here we go. Unfortunately, these bugs indeed do exist. Perhaps they should be...
Soju.
Cockroaches.
Good guess, but no. Hotok. Yes, Hotok, your chance to answer, he'll finish.
Perhaps they should be called vampire bugs instead. Bites from this bug often...
Hotok.
Mosquito.
Nope. And now the question's open to both teams. Let's go on with the rest of the question.
Okay, bites from this bug often produce itchy welts or localized swelling, but some people have little or no reaction. They are tiny little flat bugs that hide during the day and come out...
Soju.
Ticks?
Yep.
Oh. Hotok, your chance to answer. Hotok.
Bed bug.
All right. And the last one was tough. What the? Congratulations. You have won 6 games in a row.
Wow.
Various prizes are awaiting our winning contenders. Your first win will take you on a trip to Jeju Island. Your second win to Japan. Your third win will take you to China. And on your fourth win, you'll win a trip to Southeast Asia. On your fifth win, a trip to Hawaii. Your sixth win, a trip to the United States. And on your seventh win, you'll take the grand prize of a tour of Europe. We hope many of you join us.
Soju, it was a tough game for you, but I'm sure you had fun, right?
We had a great time. It's all we wanted.
And what do you want to say to your supporters who are watching?
I want to say to everybody in Busan, my lovely wife, my stepson Danny, everybody at Haeyoung Dahakyo, and everybody, the old opening crowd, thank you for your support, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, just thank everybody in Yeongdo, and let's say hi to everybody in Montreal too.
All right.
And
Thank you so
congratulations,
much.
by the way, on your wedding.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Congrats again on your wedding.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for coming up here.
Our pleasure. Thank you. Thank you.
And now, Hutak team, you have 6 wins under your belt, which means you have tickets to the continental U.S. Are you happy and satisfied?
Well, no, because we've already been to the U.S. Speaking of which, yeah, one more, right? So let's see. Like say hi. Speaking of the U.S., hi to everybody watching in the U.S. and our friends in Sangedong, Noangu.
Mama gonna be proud of you today.
I think so. Yeah, I got a haircut for her. So.
I got friends in Seattle and New York and Seoul. International crowd watching this on arirangfm.com. Thanks for watching.
All right. Thank you very much for joining us and making this so fun for us. And congratulations again on your 6 wins in a row. Has won 6 in a row, and now they're going to go for 7 next week. Join us then. Have a great week. Bye-bye.